Good evening, friends. Welcome to another beautiful day here in the Hoenn region. Actually, I guess it is technically the same day for about 10 minutes more. Decided to get some rest and just start off fresh today because obviously this is going to be a very exciting episode, at least I certainly hope it will be, and I want to make the most of it. So before we head in and face the Elite Four, just wanted to go over our team one more time. So of course we have Lily the Roserade here with Petal Dance, Sludge Bomb, Shadow Ball, and Dazzling Gleam. Petal Dance and Sludge Bomb are very powerful stab attacks, and same type of attack bonus that is, and Shadow Ball and Dazzling Gleam are for coverage, holding the Miracle Seed to boost that very powerful Petal Dance coming off of a 147 special attack stat. Not bad at all. We have Eve the Melodic with Surf, Hyper Beam, Ice Beam, and Recover, holding the Mystic Water to boost Surf a little bit. I do want to eventually replace Hyper Beam with Dragon Pulse, but we can't do that quite yet, so we'll use Hyper Beam as a filler, because like I said a long time ago, there are very few Pokemon in this game that resist both water and normal attacks. Unfortunately, normal or Hyper Beam is the best special normal attack that Melodic can learn. We have, of course, our starter for the Blaziken with Blaze Kick and High Jump Kick as his very powerful stab attacks, and then Earthquake and Stone Edge for coverage, holding that Expert Belt for additional damage since these four moves will hit most Pokemon for super effective damage. And again, coming off of a very high attack stat, 147 in this case. We have Dan the Exploud, the sort of dark horse of our team, with his 140 base power stab move, Boom Burst. And then Flamethrower, Surf, and Shadow Ball will be super effective against almost every Pokemon that would resist Boom Burst. And of course, holding the Silk Scarf to increase Boom Burst damage even further still. We have Ava the Altaria, holding the Altaria Knight so she can Mega Evolve into, obviously, Mega Altaria. Return is our powerful stab attack once it becomes Fairy type thanks to Pixelate, and then Earthquake and Flamethrower for coverage with Roost to heal back up. And last but certainly not least, we have Slate the Metagross. Actually has the highest attack stat, although I'm not sure if Mega Altaria might be higher, but I wouldn't be surprised if Metagross was actually the highest. Meteor Mash and Zen Headbutt are stab moves. Holding the wide lens, they have pretty close to perfect accuracy, 99%. We'll just get really unlucky and miss at a crucial moment, but we'll see. Earthquake for coverage, and Rock Polish for speed. So yeah, those are pretty much going to be our final movesets and held items, with the exception of, like I said, Dragon Pulse for Eve, and Thunder Punch for Ford, and maybe Slate as well, but we can't get those quite yet. So without any further ado, let's take on the Hoenn Elite Four. Only trainers who have collected all 8 gym badges may go beyond this point. Well, what a happy coincidence, we have all 8 gym badges. Please permit us to evaluate your worthiness, trainer. Trainer, believe in yourself and your Pokemon and go forth. That's the plan. Alright, so what I don't know, what I'm really excited to see... Oh wow, this is cool already. I love the update to the animations and the arena here. What I'm really curious to see is, do they have the same Pokemon they had in the original game? With the exception of maybe the champion Mega Evolving. I really hope he does, as I said before. Or are they going to have brand new Pokemon since you actually get the national dex a little earlier in this game? I'd be okay either way, I think, so I'm curious to see it, though. Now, the first user, if I recall correctly, is a Dark-type user, and my strategy is going to kind of be to send out a neutral Pokemon, because I don't want to send out a weak Pokemon for obvious reasons. They'll faint pretty quickly. And I don't want to send out my strongest, because I want to kind of save them in the back in reserve, so I'm kind of going with a nice neutral matchup for to start each of these battles. I figured Lily is a good neutral matchup and does have Dazzling Gleam, so that'll be nice for some non-stab super effective damage. And there's Sydney, the first of the Elite Four. Welcome, Challenger. I'm Sydney of the Elite Four. Is that all he has to say? I like his little chair there. That's cute. Just looking around here. Alright, nice little battlefield. It'd be cool if we fought outside, but this will have to do. Regulation size, I guess. I'm so excited right now. I like that look you're giving me. I guess you'll give me a good match. That's good. Looking real good. Alright, let's get down to the kind of battle that can happen only here in the Pokemon League. Alright, here we go. Hoenn versus Sydney. Oh cool, I like the intro here too. He really spiced up the graphics a lot for this remake. Kind of gave him a fun grin. So he does lead with my Yana, which is the one I knew. That's the one I looked up to see what level his Pokemon would be. Like we said, ours are 50, so this is going to be a challenge. We might even, I wouldn't be surprised if we lose against the champion, at least the first time, but that'll make it fun. Alright, so he does no Intimidate. I could have brought out Eve to get the competitive bonus there, but I figured Lily's a special attacker, it won't matter too much. Okay, so let's see here. Petal Dance is going to be the better move. I think we already calculated that before. But I'm not sure I want to lock into it right away, because he probably has a grass type that would resist it. So let's go for a Dazzling Gleam and see how much that will do. On the bright side, I'm not sure what attacks Mightyena has. Nice, okay, it was a knockout. Yeah, Mightyena, as we've seen against many different Mightyena in the past, especially for Team Aqua, does not have the best defenses or the best stats overall. And our first level 51 Pokemon. Alright, so he did send out Shiftry. I couldn't remember if he has Shiftry or Cacturn or both. Might be both. So I'm glad we didn't use Dazzling Gleam or Petal Dance there, because we'd be locked into it and it wouldn't be very effective. Alright, so Shiftry, of course, is Grass and Dark. So let's use Sludge Bomb, which would be super effective. Fake Out. Okay, well, kind of a waste of a move slot in a single battle, if you ask me, but it did do a little bit of damage. And you never know, that might come in handy for him later on. Looks like Shiftry is also level 50. Plenty more XP there. And Absol. Absol, I think, is his best. Level 52. Let's see if it Mega Evolves. I wouldn't be surprised either way. I'm guessing it probably won't, but I think it'd be really cool if it did. Alright, so I think he has a Cacturn in the back, so I'm not sure when to lock into Petal Dance just yet. Then again, if Absol Mega Evolves, it might be faster. Alright, let's go for it. We do have plenty of Pokemon in the back, so... Alright, this should be a one-hit knockout, yeah. So, sorry, Sydney, to knock out your best Pokemon that easily, but hey, you should have Mega Evolved or chosen a better Pokemon or got him to a higher level. And Sharpedo, well, that's fortuitous, because we will definitely do super effective damage against him. I think his last is probably Cacturn. Take a little bit of damage from his ability there, but again, not too much. We are confused. So Petal Dance can last 2 to 3 turns. It's just random. In this case, it lasted 2, which actually is probably better for us, though. Even though we're confused, we now have an opportunity to use one of our other moves, such as Sludge Bomb. He's going to use Spiky Shield, which I think is like Protect, but makes us take damage if we do attack. If we get through the confusion, and we did. It might only be for contact moves, though. It's probably like a contact move does damage to you if you use it against Spiky Shield. Just a slightly better version of Protect. Once again, we are confused, but we did use Sludge Bomb. Alright, so this should be a nice clean sweep then from Lily. So our first Elite Four battle was actually pretty simple, pretty easy. Maybe a little disappointing, but it's only going to get harder from here. Well, how do you like that? I lost. It was fun, so it doesn't matter. Got a lot of money for that. Well, listen to what this loser has to say. You've got what it takes to go a long way. Go on to the next room and challenge your next battle. I do like that the Elite Four has like 5 strong Pokemon, though. Definitely a step up from the gym leaders, so if you're not prepared and don't have a good team, I could see them being tough. So we're going to heal up in between battle. Not really sure this is going to make that much of a difference, but might as well heal up just in case, you never know. We have tons of berries, although I am using a lot of Lepa berries when I'm training up Breloom off screen. Breloom's like level 59, by the way. He's really getting up there, or she's really getting up there. Citrus berry, there you are. Alright, and we will switch out and save Lily for a little bit later on. Honestly, we might be able to sweep the first 4 Elite Four members without healing up, based on how that battle went, but I think the other ones might be a little bit harder. So, number 2, I believe, is the Ghost-type trainer. So, let's go ahead and bring out Ava, since Fairy has a nice neutral matchup against Ghost. And onward we go. Once again, a very cool causeway here. Some flowers floating in the... I guess that's water out there, or just the air, I'm not really sure. Definitely a little spooky. I'm not just standing here, the game's like frozen while it does the animation. Alright. Elite Four number 2. I don't know if I told you guys this, but I actually designed my own Pokemon World one time. I was going to try to like learn to program and do like a fan-made game, but apparently that's actually Tough if not impossible to do. But in my Elite Four there, Phoebe was part of it. She had come from the Hoenn region and had a Dusknoir and slightly different Pokemon. She might actually have a Dusknoir. That'd be cool. And very sensible since she had Dusclops in the original. So even without a Mega Evolution, I could see her having a regular evolution as a bit of an upgrade. But we'll see. Ha ha ha! I'm Phoebe of the Elite Four. Did I say Phobia? It's another one of those ones I've read both ways when I was a kid. Clearly it's Phoebe. I did my training on Mount Pyre. Kind of has more of a Hawaiian look to her. I could see her being from the Alola region. While I trained there, I gained the ability to commune with ghost-type Pokemon. Interesting music, too. The bond I developed with my Pokemon is extremely tight. Come on, just try to see if you can even inflict damage on my Pokemon. Seems like she's excited to face us, and the feeling is mutual. Although, as I usually say against Ghost-type users, if you make it to the Elite Four and you only have normal and fighting attacks, that's pretty bad. Like, hopefully you can at least affect some damage on her Pokemon. Now, if she had like a what's it called? Shedinja, I could see that being a fair assessment. Although you should still have at least one move that's super effective against Shedinja at this point in the game. All right, let's go ahead and Mega Evolve, and no reason not to use our stab attack. Alright, Ava, give him a good, super boosted return. There's the Mega Evolution animation. And, I don't know, I think Dusclops does have pretty good defense, but I'm still kind of expecting this to be a one-hit knockout. No, it is not. Alright. Gets to use a Future Sight there, so it'll do some psychic damage. Not too much because Dusclops does not have a super high special attack stat and is not Psychic type. It does have Pressure, which is an ability that makes us use double power points. I'm pretty sure Ava has really good special defense, should be able to take the Future Sight no problem. If I had a Dark type, I might switch into it to take the attack and take 0 damage, but we don't have a Dark type, so it is what it is. Definitely burning through some power points here, so might have to be a little strategic. We'll see how it goes. Here's the Future Sight. Yeah, not too bad. Bit of a technical. Oh, and she does have Dusknoir. Okay, I'm actually surprised. Pleasantly surprised, though. So they do change up their Pokemon a little bit, because obviously Dusknoir, as a Gen 4 Pokemon, did not exist in the original Sapphire version. It's funny because I keep thinking, oh, Return's not going to do any damage to it, but it will, because it is Fairy type, thanks to our ability. And over half, ooh, Ice Punch. This is going to hurt for sure. Dusknoir actually has a pretty good attack stat, but thankfully it does not get Stab, so it is not a knockout. I could use Roost, but that would just be an endless cycle until he gets a crit or a freeze, so we're not going to risk that. Like I say often, sometimes the best defense is a good offense, and this is one of those cases. Now if I was Flying type, I could use Roost to get rid of my Flying type temporarily and take less damage from Ice Punch, but thankfully when we Mega Evolve, we do not take damage from it, so I could use Roost here. But I'm a little worried Banette might know Will-O-Wisp, which would reduce my attack power. That would actually be a really smart move to use. And Banette is a lot weaker defensively. Stronger offensively and speedier, I believe, but weaker defensively than Dusclops and Dusknoir. So it looks like they don't really have any like Gen 4 plus Pokemon except for Dusknoir, which was the evolution, obviously. They didn't like mix in like non-national Dex Pokemon like say Gengar or Mismagius or something like that. Hopefully there's going to be like a rematch later when they can do something like that. I really hope so. I know there's no Gym Leader rematch, but it'd be really great if they did at least an Elite Four and Champion rematch. Alright, her last one is Sableye. Interesting that it's like the last, at least in the Pokeball lineup. Obviously the Dusknoir was her best. So once again, and this is actually going to be super effective because Sableye is part Dark type, so once again a one Pokemon sleep. Sorry it's so easy, and here I was thinking that, oh, 50 might even not be high enough, but I think if anything it's going to be too high. We want to learn Moonblast. Moonblast is a very powerful fairy attack, but because it's already fairy type, it will not get boosted by our Pixelate ability. And that extra 30% is just too good to pass up. Also, Moonblast, I think 95 base power, return is 102. Didn't give Ava a massage in the last like day or so. I didn't check to make sure our return is maxed out, but I feel like it probably is. And also it comes off her special attack, which is a little bit lower, so return is definitely the way to go. I didn't really notice her levels there. Kind of seemed like they were the same level though, so I hope they didn't do what they do in some of the later games, make all the Elite Four at the same level. I kind of like when they get a little bit stronger with each one. There's definitely a bond between you and your Pokemon too. I didn't recognize that fact, so it's only natural that I lost. Yep, I'd like to see how far your bond will carry you. Go ahead, move on to the next room. Thank you, Phoebe. I will certainly do that after a bit of healing. Her quote there kind of made sense too, because it's our bond with Ava that allowed us to Mega Evolve. And the Mega Stone and the Keystone and the Mega Bracelet and all that paraphernalia, but also our bond. It'd be cool if like you couldn't Mega Evolve with Pokemon that didn't like you to a certain amount, like it needed a happiness, but I'm not sure that's the case. Okay, so I need a Lepa Berry or two. Yeah, that'd be really nice too, because I feel like the way it is now, you can probably just Mega Evolve a Pokemon. Well, I know you can, because we got Latias, and could Mega Evolve it immediately afterwards. So it'd be much cooler, I think, if they made it like max happiness, or at least like 80% happiness to Mega Evolve. Alright, so against the third one, we will be facing an Ice-type gym. And here we're going to kind of use a Pokemon that I think might have a bit of an advantage, but do I want to redecide that? I don't know, I could, but I feel like if I used Eve, it'd just be a nice, or be a real like long battle. So let's use Slate. I think a lot of her Pokemon are actually Water and Ice though, so they will, or Ice and Water, I guess. So they won't take super effective damage from our Stab Meteor Mash after all. We will resist Ice-type moves though, so that's nice. Yep, definitely Ice-type. Feel a bit of a chills. Hope I brought a sweater here. At least I don't think we'll be facing her in the hail. Ooh, bit slippery here. Watch our step. Yeah, very slow animation. Guess they want to build up the suspense before each battle. Alright, well, not sure what I expect, but hopefully she gives a little bit more of a challenge, because so far those two battles have been kind of disappointingly easy. I'm also hoping that their levels are higher, because the higher their levels get, the higher the champion's levels are going to be, which means the better of a match he's going to be. Welcome! My name is Glacia of the Elite Four. I've traveled from afar to Hoenn, so that I may own my Ice-type moves. She looks like somebody out of like Frozen or something. But all I have seen are challenges by weak trainers and their Pokemon. Yeah, me too. I wonder what you will show me. What a relief it would be if I could for once have a serious battle against an opponent. Again, you're speaking to my soul, Glacia. Let's give each other a good battle here. Here we go. Nice little intro there. Hoenn versus Glacia and her Glalie. Okay, so Glalie is pure Ice type. One of the evolved forms of Snorunt. Actually, Ice Ash had a Glalie in the anime. Not a Pokemon you really expect Ash to have, but he did. Now, do we want to use Rock Polish is the question. I'm going to say no. If we do face a Pokemon that we're slower, though, I will use a Rock Polish to make us faster than pretty much everything on her team. So level 52, so they are getting a little bit higher at least. I wonder if her best is 54 or 56. I'll have to keep an eye out here. Hopefully 56. I think usually they increase by 2 levels apiece. The champions might be a little bit more. Frostlass. Okay, so I kind of figured she might have a Frostlass, just like Phoebe has a Dusknar. So Frostlass is the alternate evolved form of Snorunt, and of course it is Ice and Ghost type. It's also pretty fast, so I might regret not using Rock Polish, but let's give it a chance. There's also the chance we get an attack boost from Meteor Mash. Yes, it is faster, and it does know Shadow Ball, which is why she sent it out. And the Stab Shadow Ball will do a lot of damage, but not quite... Oh, even a critical hit. Okay, so that's really... Wow, a crit did that much damage being super effective and stab. That's disappointing. And in return, a super effective Meteor Mash takes it out. No problem at all. Now, if she does have another fast Pokemon, we could be in trouble here. So maybe Rock Polish would have been the way to go. She has 2 Frostlass. Interesting, that is... I think she had 2 Glalie last time, if I remember. Definitely interesting. And I could switch out Slate here, but as you guys know, in tough battles I don't like switching because I don't like to give her a free attack. So let's see what happens here. Ominous Wind, okay. I don't know. Okay, it is enough to take it out. It's a 60 base power ghost type move, which I guess is almost as powerful as Shadow Ball, being 80 base power. And with Ominous Wind there, it's kind of like Silver Wind or Ancient Power. She had a 10% chance to get all of her stats boosted. Now that would have made it a little more interesting. Alright, so let's go ahead and bring out Eve. I feel like Eve will resist her Ice-type attacks, take neutral damage from Ghost-type, but with her high special defense, it shouldn't hurt very much. And we can do nice neutral damage in return with Surf. Confuse Ray, okay. Good move. We'll see how it pans out for you. Eve is confused, did herself in confusion. Luckily her attack stat is not very high, so it actually helped us there. And Hail. So, she might have the ability Snow Cloak, which makes her evasion higher in the Hail. And it will do a little bit of damage every turn to Eve. It will also make Blizzard always hit, but Blizzard's not very effective anyway, so I'm not sure that's going to matter. Probably wouldn't have used Blizzard or Hail if I was her. Kind of a waste of a turn. I would have probably done some damage or tried to go for the stat boost with Ominous Wind. Yep, there we go. Got a coin flip in our favor that time. And down goes Frostless. Now we are still confused. So let's see if she brings out to face us. Walrein, her best Pokemon. Very powerful, and it is a water type. 54, okay, so I guess it's been just a 1 level increase. So again, a very slow increase, or maybe she has another Pokemon that's her best now. But in the old games, it was definitely Walrein. Let's see how much a Hyper Beam does. Unfortunately, it's our only move that does normal damage to it, so... And it missed. It does have a 90% ice attack, or ice... 90% attack chance. Wow, I have ice on the brain apparently. It is a little cold in here, what can I say? Cold in game, that is. Actually a little warm here, being late night on a summer. So Sheer Cold is like an ice version of Horn Drill or Fissure. It is a one-hit knockout move. It has a very low chance of hitting, but if it does, it is a one-hit knockout. So unfortunately, there's not much I can do. So all our Pokemon are lower level. If your Pokemon are higher level, they're immune to it. But yeah, no reason to switch in. So let's just hope that we get lucky with those misses, and that Walrein does not get lucky in return. I don't know if Sheer Cold gives it like a 50% accuracy instead of 30%. It could. Alright, so Walrein is going to give up on the Sheer Cold strategy, which probably is actually its best bet. I didn't blame her for using that. I'm going to go with just a Blizzard instead. Now, Blizzard is guaranteed to hit in the Hail, but not going to do a lot of damage, and we can just recover it off. So, sorry to disappoint you, but... Oop, okay. She finally got some luck in her favor. Well, that's okay, Eve. You did a great job. And no defense against that. No matter how good your defenses are, as long as you're a lower level, you can still be defeated by a one-hit knockout move. Alright, let's go ahead and bring out Ford. I think Ford should make some nice quick work here of Walrein. Now, I don't know what ability Walrein has. It might be able to have Thick Fat. So Flare Blitz will be evenly effective normally because, you know, it's good against Ice type, not good against Water. But if it does have Thick Fat, then it would take half damage anyway. Plus we have High Jump Kick and Stone Edge, which are both super effective. High Jump Kick has higher base power, it gets stab, has better accuracy. They both get the damage boost from our expert belt. So as long as we don't miss, this should definitely be a one-hit knockout. And we didn't miss. And down goes Walrein. Yeah, that probably defeated it like twice over. A very powerful attack. In fact, I think it's actually the most powerful attack on our entire team. And one more Glalie. So I think before she had 2 Celio, and I guess instead of 2 Celio, they just replaced them with 2 Frostlass. Alright, let's use Flare Blitz. It'll do some recoil damage and a little less damage, but I'm pretty sure it'll still be a one-hit knockout. Oh, Protect! So I am very thankful I did not use High Jump Kick there, because the Protect actually counts as a miss, and we would have taken half of our health in damage. Probably still wouldn't have mattered so much since the battle's already almost over, but we do win with a little bit more HP. Alright, and just like that, 3 of 4 Elite Four members defeated, but at least she was a little bit more of a challenge. How hot your spirits burn. You and your Pokemon, how fiercely your spirits burn. You just said that. My icy moves pale in the face of such all-consuming flames. Advance to the next room. There you will learn how fearsome the Pokemon League can truly be. Alright. So I do hope this 4th member of the Elite Four is a bit more formidable. I actually watched his episode of the TV show not too long ago. Yeah, she did take down 2 members of our team, so, you know, that's alright. We'll give her plenty of credit for that. And to use some revives. And we have any fresh water on our team feeling good for this battle. Alright, that should get her to 100. Or 100% that is. And we'll need one more item. We'll give a soda pop to Ford. He did well cleaning things up there. Alright. So, the fourth member of the Elite Four, as we're going to see in a second, is going to be a Dragon type user, my favorite type. So against Dragon type, let's use, let's start with Eve. She has really good defensive stats plus Ice Beam. I'm a little nervous about using Ice Beam, but I mean, I guess we could use Ford maybe. But let's use Eve and see how it goes. That was my original plans, I'm going to stick to it. Oh, that's cool. I'm a little worried Eve might make this a little bit easy, but I guess on the bright side, she probably doesn't, or he probably doesn't have anything that's super effective against her. Can't imagine him having any grass or electric attacks. Took me a second there. Alright, here we go. Drake of the Elite Four. Very captain-y look there. Very appropriate for the chairman of the Elite Four here in the Hoenn region. I am the last of the Pokemon League Elite Four, Drake the Dragon Master. In their natural state, Pokemon are wild things. They are free. At times they hinder us. At times they help us. For us to battle alongside Pokemon as partners, do you know what it takes? Do you know what is needed? If you don't, you will never prevail over me. Alright. Seems he's excited about this battle, psyched up for it. I am too, Drake. Let's make it a good one. Cool. Again, cool animation there. And he leads with Altaria. Okay, last time he leaded with Shelgon, so he's probably going to have a slightly different team. I don't expect his Altaria to Mega Evolve like ours did. So what's nice here is that Altaria is going to be doubly weak to our Ice Beam attack. Thankfully we do now have Ice Beam. And okay, Altaria is faster. Not too surprised. Eve is not the fastest Pokemon, or Melodic is not the fastest Pokemon. But it does have great special defense. So I'm kind of worried this is going to be an even sweep. I was kind of second guessing there as I was walking up to this. Should I go with somebody else? But, you know, if it's a clean sweep, so be it. Alright. Rain Dance, not going to learn Rain Dance. Just would rather have other moves. Alright. I am getting increasingly worried about the champion, though, and how easy he might be. But we'll see. I was hoping at least he would be a challenge. Alright, so Flygon is... I think this is the first time we've seen a Flygon. It is a ground and dragon type, so it is again doubly weak to Ice Beam. It's faster, but it's using Screech to lower my defenses. Maybe it's trying to... Oh, he's going to regret that. Yep. Competitive. Well, this would have been a one-hit knockout either way, but now it's definitely going to be. You are going to very much regret that, Drake. Now, maybe he'll have a fast Pokemon with a good physical attack. Maybe after the Screech he can take out even one shot. Yeah, hopefully for him. Oh, here we go again. Yeah, so if he can't use a really good dragon or flying attack here to take out even one hit, he is going to very much regret that. Dragon Rush. And a miss, okay. Dragon Rush is very powerful, but it does have that 25% miss chance, so... Sorry, Drake. So that was actually some bad luck there, but yeah. Having good luck actually made the battle a little less interesting, but hey, that's what happens sometime in Pokemon. You use moves like that can miss, that's just part of the game. And Earthquake, that's stab. After the damage reduction, it's going to be close. Critical hit. And it... See, what is it? It toughed it out to show its love to Owen. That's like a Pokemon and Me thing, isn't it? Like, I feel like even though we haven't even played Pokemon and Me, just by getting our friendliness up higher, we're getting bonuses like that. And again, you guys have seen how tough this, or how easy this game is, even with, without Pokemon and Me or any of that stupid stuff. So I don't like that they make you use that. Like, the game is just already laughably easy. That kind of makes me a little angry that your Pokemon held on because it loves you. Like, okay, if it loves you, it'll do more damage with return, and there's other bonuses from happiness. They didn't need to do that. All right, so Kingdra. Let's see here. So normally I would want to use, we might be slower, so it might not matter what we choose. Surf is doubly not very effective against it, so it's either Hyper Beam or Ice Beam, both of which are evenly effective. Now, I would probably want to use Ice Beam so that we don't have the chance of missing and don't have the recharge turn. You know, we do have two competitive boosts, so I think Ice Beam will be a one-hit knockout. So just because of the accuracy, let's use it. And we are faster than a Kingdra. A little surprising. And it survived, also surprising, but okay. Kingdra must be fairly bulky to survive a +4 Ice Beam attack. That's the equivalent to it being doubly super effective. Alright, well, we do have to use two Pokemon at least. Let's go ahead and finish things off with Ava here. Actually, have we used... I guess we've used everybody except Dan, who we're going to start with next time. Let's bring in Ava to finish things off. Didn't think his Salamence was going to Mega Evolve, and it did not. No surprise there. Alright, so I don't know if Kingdra's going to go first or not. If so, I might be able to do some damage. Full restore, okay. Well, I don't think Kingdra will take a Mega Altaria's Fairy type return in return. But let's see about it. If it does, well, we'll see. I'm also faster too, so that might have been really actually not smart for him to use that full restore. Yep, now he had no chance to do any damage at all, and down goes Kingdra. So that would have been a little tougher if that Dragon Rush had hit, so I can't really blame him there. But still a pretty easy battle. Superb, it should be said. Although I didn't really have a choice but to get my Pokemon to level 50, because like if I didn't get level 50, I wouldn't even have Petal Dance or an Evolved Roserade. So I think 50 was kind of the bare minimum I would have gone into this with, and it already seemed to be pretty easy. You deserve every credit for coming this far as a Pokemon trainer. You do seem to know what is needed. Yes, what a trainer needs is a true and virtuous heart. It is through their contact with trainers that Pokemon learn right from wrong. The influence of their trainers' good hearts helps them grow strong. Go onward, the champion is waiting. Alright, well I'm excited for that. It is going to be the next episode though. And I am hoping he's going to be at least a little more of a challenge than these guys were. I'll heal up off screen before we go in. Or I'll forget, and this will be really interesting. But yeah, I knew these games were easy going into them, but I was still thinking by kind of going in a little bit what I thought was underleveled, I would still be able to have some interesting battles. And I guess some of them were, you know, they did manage to feint a couple of my Pokemon, but I never felt in any danger of losing whatsoever. So hopefully Steven will give me the intense battle that I'm hoping for, and hopefully his Pokemon can Mega Evolve, but we'll just have to wait and see. So hopefully you guys enjoyed these battles anyway, and hopefully you'll join me again for our battle against Steven Stone. See you in a few.